Welcome into my bathroom, and I hope you've noticed it's time for the shave of the day. Welcome, I'm glad you're here. My name is Mark McLean, and I'm also hoping you'll notice the new lighting. Yeah, maybe you can see me a little bit better. Maybe you prefer it the other way, huh? Today we're going to be using some new soap product, to me at least. And this is the Cold River Soapworks soap. This is an actual handcrafted goat milk soap, and this is their classics, Savon Fragrance #1. Savon means, I think, soap, basically, in Italian. It's fragrance #1. That means this particular one is different from #2. There you go. You keep thinking. Actually, the difference is this one has lavender. Of course, it's got the strong cedar wood in the back, and that's really something you're going to notice right off the bat. Maybe it's a front note, actually, not in the back. But you're going to notice that. I know I do right off the bat from smelling this. It's an obvious cedar wood type scent and fragrance, but the lavender is more or less not one of the top notes, but I guess sort of I call it a bass note in the back end, because it's not really, prevalent as far as noticeability is concerned. I've got the puck right now, and it is blooming in my pot, and I'm going to remove this. Wow, this thing is really dripping off some good lather product. You can see this stuff is ready to go. In fact, I want to pour some of this on my face just to get some of the bloom water on. I already have some pre-shave oil on my face. The pre-shave I'll be using today is the Razor Organic Pre-Shave Oil. This stuff is great. I love it because it's got so much, I guess so many different things inside it. It has to smell nice, and it does, but it's not really strong. It doesn't hold out too long, and you don't have to worry about that. But its ingredients are black pepper and cardamom, cypress, cranberry, and frankincense. Some of my favorites here: grapeseed, litsi, there's raspberry, rosemary, meadow foam, patchouli, and sandalwood, and some sweet oils in there too. Wheat germ, I believe, vitamin E oil, maybe even some almond. I'm not sure about that, so don't quote me, okay? Right now I am putting my soap puck back in the bowl. I'm going to be lathering straight from the bowl today, and the brush I will be using as I squeeze out some of the water is a synthetic silver tip fiber brush from Edwin Jagger. This is a nice brush. I really like this one. Right now I'm going to just go ahead and start loading it up, just right in the bowl. I guess I'll have to remove the puck after I load it up, because I really would like to whip up the lather inside the bowl just to see what kind of lather I'm going to be able to get. And I really think, honestly, that I have loaded it up enough right now, because when you set a puck inside of some water and you allow it to bloom for about 5 minutes or so, then you're definitely going to have some soap product very quickly. I'm going to take that soap puck out right now. Just take it right out. Sit it over here on the sideline. I'm going to be mixing straight from my bowl, my lather right from the bowl. First off the bat, I noticed that I'm going to have to add a little bit of water, of course. That was obvious. I didn't do that right up front. But wow, it's making up some awesome lather. Most tallow-based soaps do, and I forgot to mention that, I think. This is a tallow-based soap. And man, the first time I've ever used any Cold River products. Cold River Soapworks. And this is what we're getting right now. Just a nice consistency, good texture, a mellowy, marshmallowy type content. Okay, we'll see what we've got here, okay? Wow. It smells great. It definitely smells great. But I am a huge fan of cedar wood. Always have been. I say always. As long as I can remember, put it that way. Now I'm looking at this soap and I'm thinking, wow, maybe I got too much water in there. Think so? We'll see. We'll work with it and see what we got. You got a good product. Surely you can do about anything you want with it. That's how I look at it. I like this brush. You can really do some work with this brush. Just getting lather everywhere here in the bathroom. You can really see it now with the new lights. Tell you what, I'm going to mix this up a little more, and try to get some of the water out of the soap. Because definitely got a little too much water. I was a little overly exuberant when I added the water. I apologize. Take that out of my paycheck if you don't mind. Just take it right out of my paycheck. This is a great product, though. I do like the soap. Now that's more like it. So today is my Halloween shave. No, I'm not going to do any dress up or anything like that. Thought about it, but nah. I'll do that later on when we're out trick-or-treating. Oh, you thought I was talking about dressing up for that? Yes, I'm definitely going to dress up for trick-or-treating. Got a 3-year-old grandson to entertain, you know? Yeah, Logan is looking forward. He is going as a Wolverine, the superhero Wolverine. And when he first said, I want a Wolverine costume for Halloween, I was thinking, wow, maybe I can change his mind. And maybe he'll want to do something else, because I know there's no way I'm going to find anything like that. We could never find a Wolverine costume. That's sort of what I was thinking about. I thought, wow, it'll take the whole family to start looking for that. I better go online early and start looking. Well, that wasn't the case. They actually had them available. My daughter found a really good one with the Wolverine claws that come with it. It's pretty cool. I know, I should have dressed him up and brought him in and let him show off his costume for you guys. Well, it's early in the morning. This is an early morning shave, 6:15 my time. And today, when we go to bed tonight, we actually fall back 1 hour on our clocks. We set them back an hour because you have to spring forward and fall back, right? And that's what we will be doing this evening. Falling back when we go to bed. Hopefully everybody will remember that. When you go to bed tonight, be sure and set your clocks back an hour. It's easy to remember if you think of it like I just mentioned. Spring ahead, fall back. In the spring, we go forward, ahead, and in the fall, we fall back an hour. I used to have trouble remembering when to do that until I remembered that little saying. It came really handy while working on air and in radio broadcasting, as it was something I had to be able to come up with off the top of my head on numerous occasions. You just had to be able to think on your feet, you know. Man, this stuff is getting nice now. I'm really getting into this one. Earlier it was a little too much. I got a little too much water in it. I knew I did immediately when I put it on, but thought I'd work with it. Instead of starting over, there's no sense in having to start over when you've got, like I said, when you've got a good product, you should be able to turn it into whatever you want it to be. And I was right. I wasn't let down. They do have some good product. I got this soap, by the way, from my awesome friend, Bob Gonzo Randolph. That's my buddy. Bob sent me this soap. I like it, Bob. Thanks, man. I'm going to rinse my hands off and dry them because that's about all I needed right there. Very good. And the razor I will be using today is this whopping 8/8 Wade & Butcher. I know I should probably wait because I've got one coming in the mail today. And I just couldn't wait. Needed to shave. Got a 2-day beard growing here. I'm going to take these glasses off for the time being. Just to get this part right under the glasses area. I've had a little difficulty in maintaining that area every time I angle the blade to get underneath the leaf of the frame, the ear part. I end up putting a little cut on my face, so I don't want that. Wow. This thing is an awesome razor, number one. Number two, it is so sharp. Nice. And I just sort of wipe it away from the grain of the blade. My buddy Bob Gonzo Randolph taught me how to do that. Oh, you should know that. Nope. Something you learn. He, along with Mike Baker, a good buddy, and some others taught me that. Right now I'm just sort of getting under the frame of the glasses part that I have difficulty in hitting. This thing is really sharp though. You don't want to mess up. That's for sure. I always take my time on using this razor. Got a whole bunch of whiskers here too. I don't know if that will come in today with the new lighting or not. Yeah, just almost can see it there. You can see it enough at least, right? And I wipe that off just so I can maintain my beard line, so I can see where it's at and how well I did on shaving it. I could have gotten a little closer on that. So I'll do it next time on the next pass. That's how it works, right? Okay. Going to put a little more lather. Just so it can be softening up my face, moisturizing. Going to do the mustache area. Then I'm going to have to whip up some more lather. I like that barber's notch. It's very handy to reach in under your nostril area, right in there. Very good. And now, since I've got the nostril area and the mustache, I'll just flip on a little more lather. This stuff smells nice. Not really prevalent or dominant, shall I say. It's not really dominant on the lavender area. Even though it's there, I mean, it's just not so dominant that if you're not into lather, or rather lavender, it's not so dominant that you won't enjoy it. I like it. And I didn't used to be into lavender, but I like it now. Not because of this soap. I mean, I'm starting to like it. Going to outline my beard. Very nice. Hope you guys have a big weekend planned. If you don't get out and celebrate Halloween, then that's fine. Maybe you will spend the time on hooking up with some family members and loved ones. Spend some time with them. By the way, for those that don't know it, I am a grandpa again. Yes, number 18 out of the gate. My youngest daughter had a little 4-pound, 10-ounce baby girl. She was tiny. Just about 2 weeks early. But she's perfect. Which is great. We're thankful for. Her name is Kylie, K-Y-L-I-E. Kylie Jan. My dad's name was Jay. And the Ann part comes from my wife, Betty, or Elizabeth Ann. We call her Betty. It's Elizabeth Ann, but she loves Betty Boop. And my daughter's mother, her middle name. Kylie J. Ann. Kylie J. Ann Lynette. She got 3 names. Kylie J. Ann Lynette. And I asked my daughter, I said, you named her after Loretta Lynn. Lynette. No, Daddy, you're silly. But my daughter has always loved Loretta Lynn, so I had to tease her just a little bit.
Proud to be a coal miner's daughter.
No, I didn't name her after Loretta Lynn. Daughters are so easy. You can just jerk their chains, can't you? I know I don't have any problems doing it anyway. Trying not to put too much water in here this time. And this time if I do, then I'll just do what I had to do last time. Add more soap. But it seems to be doing great. Good soap. Great lathering soap. But I love a tallow-based soap. And I don't have many tallow-based soaps to use. So when this one came from Bob, I was really glad. I was very thankful and happy that I got another tallow-based soap to use because I like them. They really don't put out that many tallow-based soaps that I've seen. Maybe they do, and I haven't been able to find them. All right, going to do the second pass, and this one's going to be an upward pass. So here we go. Big old Wade and Butcher 8/8. I'll have to say the smoothest shave of my life. With the 8/8, no joke. I like it a lot. I like it that much. I have gotten the smoothest shave of my life with this 8/8. And I know I've complained before, and you probably have heard me, but I have big hands, so therefore something like this fits perfectly. I was just checking to see if I got everything, and I did. It's perfect on there, so I won't be doing another pass over there. I mean, it's just like baby's butt smooth, seriously. Upward pass on this side. I like the barber's notch. And I mentioned earlier that I should have waited probably, or I could have waited, because I have one in the mail today. I have a J.A. Hinkle's coming this morning. And I think I'll be glad to get it too, to add to my rotation. It'll be handy. J.A. Hinkle's Frudor. I believe is how you pronounce that. Fruidor. Or Friedor. Nonetheless, it's a good razor, coming all the way from a friend of mine in Sweden, Victor Anderson. Thank you, Victor. Can't wait till it gets here. Got that one. So, that one's perfect. Do the neck, and that should be it. Been watching Halloween, the original. Jamie Lee Curtis. That's one thing I love about Halloween. You get those classics and the marathons. I am into horror marathons. That's all that has been on my TV for the past month. Okay, checking for little misses. Now, I always have a little extra right under here that I'm going to go ahead and knock that out. There's one more area that I wanted to experiment with. My beard tends to grow toward the Adam's apple. I said that in one of my other videos. I'm going to try and alleviate some of that growth. You can even hear it more. When I was doing the opposite pass, it wasn't anything there. But you go against the grain and it tends to get it. Excellent. I can honestly say that I've probably gotten another one of those closest shaves in my history with a straight razor. It's obvious the way it feels, you know, you can just tell. Feels really good too. That's nice. Not one single spot that I miss either. All right, time to slap on some juice. How about some bay rum? Yes, this is one of 3 bay rum bottles that I have. Each are a little bit different. This one has some Lucky Tiger bay rum. And it smells very similar to what I've been using with the Virgin Island brand bay rum. Pours out the perfect amount, just the way these tops were designed, I guess. Wow. And I have compared this bay rum, the Lucky Tiger brand bay rum. I've compared it to the bay rum that's in the Ed Pinode brand, which is the Virgin Island bay rum. And it's very, very close, but yet I'm afraid the Pinode beats out the Lucky Tiger just a fraction. Today I am using CeraVe facial moisturizing lotion to sort of rejuvenate my skin, and it does a great job. This is some professional based face moisturizing lotion. Came from Ulta. That's where it came from. Ulta Cosmetics Company. Now, I am there. Host status right there at you. I am there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great Halloween. And in celebration, this is my Frankenstein from my buddy David Hoffman in California. He made it for me by hand, completely out of silver. And I'm thanking of you today, David. Dedicate this shave to you, my buddy. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Have a great day and get out. Be safe on Halloween trick-or-treat night if you get out. We sort of tend to take our kids only locally to people we know and to some of the churches that have trunk or treat. Have you heard of trunk or treat? That's when they give candy and goods from people in the church right out of their trunks. So make sure that you're safe as well. Watch over the kids. Don't let them out on their own. If you do so, then make sure they are wearing reflective clothing and carrying flashlights. Thanks once again. You guys have a great one. Happy Samhain.
Very good. Happy Halloween, you bastards.